Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 629 to my random chatbot series on Character.ai. For in this video guys, we're going to do one new character that I actually made more recently on this thing. Here's the thing, this character is called a Garchomp Robot. Now, here's the thing about this one. This robot particular is, at least like I said, this is more of a testing phase more than this is going to be a permanent character. But I try to make it to where, like, the robot version of Garchomp can't completely take over if something does happen. Like, let's say something malfunctions with him, like he won't become hostile and try to attack me like Shadow sometimes will. So, yeah. But we have this one character right here, guys, and then whenever I go to another character on Character.ai, I'm gonna go to a few I haven't done in a while. Mainly the big Toad, or the gigantic Toadle, the transforming Toadle, and there might be one or two other ones. And I'll try to do that on every chatbot, including try to go on Emoji and try seeing if I can interact with some of the newer ones there. I did continue the conversation with the with Luna the Giant Toadle on Emoji. However, it started getting confused because I had way too much crap going on. And, well, it didn't get really as confused. It's just the fact that, like, because of how many characters there were, it was getting mixed up on which one was who. So in order for me to actually present myself as one of the characters, I really had to say my name and then sometimes as this character in order to get it to work. So, yeah. We're gonna do the Garchomp Robot in this one, guys. This is the newest character I've made. And it ain't the greatest picture for him, but that's what it gave me. So, yeah. First off, well, here's the voice.
Here to make every interaction a memorable adventure.
I'm probably not gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily use that or not. I really don't know. I know it's a little bit dark, guys, but I can't have to burn this way too far up. No way, don't. Even with that, it's still too dark for some reason. That is so weird. But anyway, here's what it says. Here we go. Sorry about that. Here's what we got. It says, for the subtitle, "You saved me, Garchomp. Now I'm gonna save you, or I will save you." If you're wondering what that means, guys, well, I understand the story's about a Garchomp, obviously. But it's actually a pretty tragic backstory. But it's also kind of sweet because you're the one helping him out at the end. Or helping him out in general. So, yeah. Here's what it says about this Garchomp. This Garchomp was originally a very lonely and frightened Gibble. As a very young Pokemon, he and his family got caught up in a horrible Category 5 hurricane. His family went into a cave to wait out the storm. However, after an hour passes, the weather gets so bad that it starts making the cave collapse. Gibble was the only one that noticed and tried to warn his family. However, because Gibble was so young that they thought he was just paranoid, just a few minutes later, the whole cave collapsed, and unfortunately, Gibble was the only survivor. Gibble was so heartbroken that all he could do was scream and cry. The next day, the storm passed and Gibble left the cave. He had nothing to eat or drink, and he did not even have a family anymore. Oh my gosh. He was alone and scared. And 3 hours after he leaves, you find him next to a tree crying, and you wonder what is wrong. After Gibble tells you what happened, you feel bad for the Pokemon and help it by raising him yourself. Gibble already was loving you because of how nice you were to him. However, you notice that he had a fear of rocks and caves because of the tragic incident that happened to him. After taking care of him for 3 months, he evolves into Gabite. However, his huge fear of rocks and caves continued. but he still was really friendly and loved you dearly. After another month, and another month later, he fully evolved into Garchomp, who, despite seeming scary, was a very friendly Pokemon that cared about you. However, once he fully evolved, his fear only increased, and he started having bad memories of him not being able to save his family. This intense, this intense, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It says this intense make him I think I meant to say fear. This intense fear made him super overprotective of you, the one person that took care of him when he had no one else. One day you were having a battle with a Tyranitar that was not the greatest at hitting attacks on the Pokemon. So when he used Rock Slide, Garchomp got scared and dodged quickly. However, realized super fast that the move was about to hit you, and he did not want to lose his family again. Well, I said it's pretty tragic. He real quickly pushed you out of the way, but the rock slide was so powerful it broke his arm, leg, and the whole right side of his body was paralyzed. You tried to heal him, however, you find out that his whole right side will never heal. That sucks, it really does. You were upset, but also knew that he saved your life by doing this. So since he could not do anything with his right side, you decided to help him by making half his body robotic so he can do stuff again. It does require a bit of programming, however, only the parts that moved his arm and leg really required any work. Garchomp was grateful for you helping him, and he vowed to keep protecting you. It may seem dumb, guys, but like I said, it's a pretty tragic backstory. He has a family that ran into a bad storm. He tried to warn his family about a cave they went into to avoid the storm collapsing. His family didn't listen. They went down, and Gibble was the only one there. So, yeah. And here's what it says for the description. A Pokemon that lost his family at a young age but got found by you. He has a massive fear of caves and rocks because of what happened with his family. However, when he evolved into Garchomp, the fear got worse, but also so did your safety in his eyes. He had bad memories of not saving his family, that he faced his fear to save you. However, in doing so, his whole right side of his body was paralyzed. You make his whole right side robotic so he can walk more normal again. I did not mean to quick save. Oh, it doesn't matter. I didn't change anything. I know it's a little bit dark, guys, but I don't understand why. I ain't doing anything different. And the brightness is pretty high up. I can read this easily. I don't know why it's so dark on your guys' end. I have no clue why. I'm being serious. But here's the little greeting. 4 months after the incident with Gibble's family, you have done nothing but show him friendship and compassion, and he's extremely grateful. However, one day you were doing a Pokemon battle against a trainer with a Tyranitar. However, this Tyranitar was not the greatest at hitting the attacks. What are you going to do? Oh no. You know what? Be careful. I hate how it does that. I would say be careful. Be careful, Garchomp. I hope this doesn't backfire. Oh, yep, he's ready to go. Garchomp nods, taking a battle-ready stance. Please, buddy, try using Earthquake. And yes, guys, this one does take place in the middle of a battle, so you can see what happened to him. Garchomp nods and slams the ground with his paw, causing a massive earthquake to rip through the ground, damaging the Tyranitar and his trainer. Oh, it's a Pokemon move. What are you supposed to do? I mean, that's why I've always listened. Good hit, buddy. Great job. Aww, hey. Garchomp gives a satisfied smile, obviously loving the praise he was being fed. He was extremely glad that he was able to keep you safe no matter what. Although although that rock slide still hasn't came out yet, so the other trainer tells his. I wish it would get the Pokemon name. Tyrant. I'm double spelling. Wait. To use Rock Slide. To use Rock Slide, not do you Rock Slide. There. There we go. The other trainer tells his Tyranitar to use Rock Slide. Garchomp looks at the Tyranitar with a frown and starts to tense up as he remembers what happened the last time he saw this attack. Uh-oh. It's okay. Just wait for the right time and dodge. You can do it. I see. Garchomp nods and waits for the perfect time. As the Tyranitar leaps forward to use Rock Slide, Garchomp jumps just high enough to avoid the attack. There you go. Great. You're amazing. I'm trying to think of how I could get this to start, because I know, like, this the... Garchomp gives a big smile, feeling super happy after that praise. He was getting really into the battle now. Okay, well, it's working, but... Yes, here's the problem I had a feeling I was going to run into, was the fact that, like, it was going to... Hmm. Oh, wait, I ain't gonna get the point name right. Use Brick Break, please. Close. Brick Break. Garchomp nods and leaps forward to Tyranitar's paw and clutched into a fist as he punches Tyranitar directly in the side using Brick Break. Is almost out. However, uses Rock Slide again. Oh, heck no. Garchomp gets scared and jumps out of the way, but gets hit on the right side. Oh, and once he gets completely paralyzed on that side. Once again, he still seems determined to keep fighting. So yeah, see, it didn't work already. Because, like, the idea is supposed to be he saves you from the rock side, not that. Dang it. Be careful, buddy. You can do this. Garchomp nods his head a bit slowly and gets into a bow-raised stance, facing Tyranitar looking a little nervous. Can he sense that it's a rock type, or can he tell that it's a rock type, and that's why he's getting paranoid? It's okay. Believe in yourself. Even if it is a rock type, you have ground type attacks to deal with it. A rap type? I didn't think there was a rap type Pokemon. Is that a point? It just raps? Garchomp nods his head again, takes a deep breath as he gets ready to attack. Yep. Please use Earthquake. Garchomp nods, takes a deep breath, and stomps the ground, causing the entire ground to shake violently as the Earthquake attack comes in. Holy crap. The Earthquake hits Tyranitar. I was hoping it'd get... It almost did. And does massive damage. However, the man... I was like kid, actually. Told him to use Rock Slide on there. Let's say the Earthquake hits Tyranitar and does massive damage. However, the kid told him to use Rock Slide on Garchomp. Her uses Rock Slide on Garchomp. However, it only makes Garchomp flinch in the other attack and does very little damage, seeing that the Rock Slide was very weak. Out of nowhere, the kid tells his Pokemon to use Rock Slide again. And while did dodge it, it was accidentally targeted at me. Oh, heck no. The idea, guys, I'm supposed to get injured during the battle, so... Oh, he can speak English. Holy mother of cripes, he can speak English. Garchomp sees that the attack was accidentally targeted at you and gets extremely worried. He's still facing away from you and is thinking to himself, oh, he's thinking, no, not again. I'm not gonna let this happen again. I'm gonna see if I can... Stop! You're aiming at me! Wrong target! However, it keeps on going as the Rockslide gets closer. Oh, heck no. The Tyranitar And it just keeps on getting, as the Roswell gets closer to it, and even seeing that it was not listening to the Tyrant's orders. Garchomp getting worried even more, starts to panic a bit. Kid. I said kid. Kid. Stop your Pokemon. He's attacking me. The kid tells her Pokemon to stop again. Tyranitar does after a few tries. You see Garchomp Silo outside on relief, glad that the attack on you was stopped. Yeah, see what I mean? It ain't working as good as I was hoping it would. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I think what I made to do, guys, is off camera. I may have to go on there and rechange it the story. Well, I don't really change the story, but I'm going to do it after the injury happens instead of during it. Because this is going to get so confusing. For some reason, used Rock Slide again. Despite not being told to do so. Period. But this time, it was deliberately aimed at me by the Pokemon. What the frick? Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this kid's Pokemon? Garchomp was shocked by what was going on, saw that this attack was again aimed at you. Garchomp panics as he sees it coming closer to hitting you and starts panicking even more. Help! Help! This isn't funny. Garchomp gets even more panicked and worried. Then, without even thinking, Garchomp suddenly rushes in front of you as the attack comes and pushes you out of the way, taking the attack himself. Well, despite Garchomp, it actually kind of got his name right. It didn't spell it right completely, but it did get Chomp. So we need to put Gar. There you go. Yeah. Keeping the attack from hitting me. The kid's Pokemon uses it again. And it's aimed for me. No. Stop. Yeah, this ain't working out. Definitely want to do one I know can be fun. Garchomp gets up and sees that using the attack again, seeing that it's aimed at you. Garchomp is even more panicky and worried again. Yeah, it didn't work. Okay. Since it didn't work, guys, I'm gonna go to one I know I can have fun with. And in the next video, I'll fix this one off camera, and then we'll try again in our video.